Hey everyone, it's Unlikely Hero here, and I'm back with some more Monster Rancher 2. Now I'm literally picking up straight where I left off in the previous video, so we're aiming to get Spooky's speed up to level 5, should hopefully only take one drill unless he fails, and then there is an official tournament at the end of this month. And hopefully we're going to win it this time, because we have got to get past rank E. I don't think I can handle it if we don't get past rank E. Okay, first goal completed. The speed is level 5 now. So that's cool. Yeah, so his speed and skill is pretty even now. We've got a little bit before the tournament, so I'm going to do one more dodge drill with him, and then the next week give him his mint leaf and let him rest, and then hopefully he'll be all good for the tournament, and hopefully we can win. Right, so I can't believe it still says I'm doting on him, even though I keep refusing to play games with him. I mean, I'm glad that he still loves me. I was worried that he wouldn't, but yeah, a little surprised. Okay. I feel like the pressure's kind of on with this tournament. You know, he's already 3 years old. Like, we have got to get past rank E. Here we are at the official tournament, Grade E. Young monsters gather in the place with ambitions to be a tomorrow's star. I love the kind of grammar in this game sometimes. Like, I know it's because it's been translated, but it tickles me a little bit. Also, young monsters, and it's like, Spooky is already 3 years old. Spooky is not particularly young anymore. For context, when I was a child and was really bad at raising my monsters, they would frequently die once they hit about 3 or 4 years old. I'm hoping that won't be the case with Spooky, but Oakleyman has given up. Oh yes, mate! I love not having to fight Oakleyman. Do you think the whole tournament will just give up and not fight Spooky? I'm not sure exactly what causes monsters to, well, it's their owners actually, but to give up and not fight your monster. Like, I don't know if it's to do with their stats, or it might be their age, because if it's their age, that would make a lot of sense. But equally, Oakleyman's quite a large boy. Like, I'm pretty sure he's not a baby monster. Alright, here we go. I'm really hoping that the increases to speed and skill will make that kind of crucial difference. And I'm hoping I remember how to fight. I always feel like I'm going to forget. I need to remember that Toxic Nectar uses a lot of Spooky's guts, so while it is useful because it lowers the guts of the other monster, it's yeah, it consumes a lot of Spooky's guts and means that I can't use as many other moves for a while. This monster is still, like, even with the improvements to Spooky's speed and skill, it's still pretty fast. I mean, you can see. Just hoping. Using Toxic Nectar at the end of the fight there because I knew it was probably his most time-consuming move and would hopefully use up the remaining time of the fight so that I could win. Sometimes that's what it comes down to in this game. My stomach has just made a gurgling noise, and I really hope that wasn't picked up on the microphone, but if it was, I apologise, and that's what it was. Okay, Nats. I'm very careful of the hairs in this game, because I've said before that I raised one, and it's been one of my best monsters that I've ever had. So I'm very conscious that they can be very fast and very hard-hitting. And some of them have very good intelligence-based moves as well, so it's worth being careful. But equally, sometimes they have very little defense, which can be ideal. For me, I mean, not for them. The thing about Nats is, you might notice all his moves are used from the same distance, so it's very easy to put him out of range for attacking you. Oh, walked straight into that. No matter. Cool. Bit brutal. But I'm hoping that might increase Spooky's fame a little bit. I think I said before that if you get a KO against another monster in a battle, it can improve your fame, which is pretty cool. And then you get to go on expeditions, like I did with Slimeson that time. This is going so much better. Like, I'm glad that I did take the time to focus on his speed and his skill for a bit. I know it might not have been the most exciting bunch of videos for all of you, but definitely worth it. Okay. I'm never really sure how to pronounce this monster's name. I've probably said that before. Okay. This looks alright, but I don't trust it. This monster's still got a reasonable amount of defense compared to Spooky's attack, so... How dare you slap him? I'll slap you. Yeah, this monster doesn't have any long-range attacks either. So if you back off enough, he basically can't really do much. Although, I can't do much at the moment because I have no guts left. I've always found it funny that it's guts, because it's like, ugh. Oh, wanted to slap him back. That's all good. A little close, but it's fine. I kind of expected to be close against that monster. This is going so much better than the last try. I can't believe Oakleyman just didn't want to fight Spooky. I mean, I'm not being funny, but if he used his straight attack, maybe twice, he could probably take out Spooky in just 2 hits. But for whatever reason, it was decided that Oakleyman couldn't handle Spooky. And I'm certainly not complaining. I'd always rather not fight Oakleyman. I wonder if at any point on my playthrough on this channel, if I will ever train a Saurian monster like Harrikix there. Because they were always my favourite type of monster to train as a child, and I still really quite like training them now. I'm really used to training them, I've probably said that before, but I've kind of not been actively avoiding getting them on this playthrough, but I just think it's quite interesting for me to try something a little different. You know, both monsters that I've trained so far have been ones that I've never had before, and that's been really interesting, so I might continue to put off getting a Saurian monster. I haven't done much damage, but I'm kind of hoping to just avoid taking any hits from him, really. That worked out alright. I would have preferred it not to be so close, but that's alright. He is actually quite a hard hitter, Harrikix. So I was quite conscious of avoiding taking damage from him, so... Right, well, there is no doubt that we have won this tournament, so that's really good. Really, really pleased with that. So good to finally get past rank E. I was so worried that we were just going to be stuck on it forever and ever and never make any progress. But yeah, hopefully rank D won't be such a hassle now. I feel like there was a bit of a hurdle early on with training Spooky, and I'm hoping that we've kind of passed that and got into a bit more of kind of the flow of training him. So hopefully that will be the case. Yeah, winner! Got a little bit of prize money and some bonus money as well, so that's good. Little increase in fame, probably from that knockout, so that's good. Yeah, all good things. Feel like it's not ideal that Spooky's already 3 years old. Feel a little bit behind. Hopefully we can kind of catch up and sort of gain some ground. Cool, his intelligence leveled up. That's good. That will mean that his Toxic Nectar will do slightly more damage, which is cool. It's not a particularly powerful attack anyway, I don't think, but that's still good. Well, you know what, Spooky? Seeing as you won the tournament, yes, we can play next week. I think it's only fair. Spooky's brought me a present again. Oh, it's a little flower. Oh, he actually gives the flowers to Colt, not me. Well, alright, I see how it is. Indeed I did, and yes I am. There have been times where I've promised to play with my monster, and then I haven't played with them. Yes, I can't remember how to play already. Okay. Literally, I just couldn't remember that I had to press circle to throw the ball. I thought it was X, so that would have gone really well, wouldn't it? If I hadn't checked, I mean. Nope, that's fine. Yeah, there have been times where I've promised my monster I'd play, and then I haven't. But... oh god, we're so close. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, Spooky. How could you do this to me? It's bullying me. This isn't going so well, is it? Oh well, I don't care. But, yeah, it's literally just been because it's like... it's been after a tournament or something like that, or after they've completed an errantry, and, you know, they've been like, a bit like Spooky did just then, where he asked immediately after the tournament if he could play with me the next week. And I've said yeah, and then it's got to the next week, and the monster's come out of the ranch, and the monster just looks like hell. Like, it's super tired, and I can tell that it needs to, like, rest and, like, have some, like, mint leaves or some, like, nuts oil or something, rather than playing. Like, I know that playing would make it happy, but, like, it's so fatigued that I have to let it rest instead. And I feel bad for saying no, but ultimately it's better in the long run for the monster if I say no and let it rest at that point. But it does mean I go back on my promise, and I do feel bad about that. Well, I didn't win, but that started to improve a little bit towards the end of the game. So that's alright. So, obviously the next goal is going to be aiming to win the Rank D tournament. But... okay. I'm thinking that I might carry on training his skill and speed, because I think especially in the early tournaments it's so good to build up those two stats. So I think I'm going to carry on doing that. And then I will probably aim for... I don't know. I don't know whether to aim for the next official tournament or the one after. I'll see when I get there. Oh, his stats seem to be improving more at the moment, so it might be that he's reached his prime. Which, yeah, that's kind of good, I suppose. It should mean that hopefully we can win the Rank D tournament quicker than we won the Rank E. But also, obviously, once your monster's reached its prime, it does then mean that the next stage is going to be once your monster's kind of old and no longer in its prime, which isn't great. I'm going to have to buy some mint leaves because I don't have any, which means I've got to pay the full price of 200. So, I can't really buy too many. But, yeah, him seemingly being in his prime, I think that is the case. With his stats improving by more each time in the drills. That will hopefully help out with trying to win the Rank D tournament, and might help us to catch up a little bit too. Because, I mean, with a 3-year-old monster, I would at least hope to have won the Rank D tournament and maybe even the Rank C by this point. So, we're not in the most ideal situation, but that's okay. We can come back from this, I'm sure. Spooky knows we can do. Look, he's doing a little dance. He knows what's up. Oh, you're kidding me. If I just waited 1 week, I could have got all my mint leaves on a discount. Alright, well... that's not really ideal, but I'm gonna go and buy some more from her. Also, I'm just gonna see if I can sell some of the stuff that Spooky's been giving me. So, but we've also got these disc chips that can be sold, and I never use magic bananas because I feel like it's too risky. Okay, these don't sell for very much, but I need to make some more room in my items, so I'm gonna sell a few of them. And it's only small amounts of money for each of these, but I mean, he brings me stuff quite a lot, so it will probably add up quite quickly if I do consistently sell some of it. Right, let's buy some more mint leaves. Fill out that inventory with mint leaves. But not too much, because then he won't be able to bring me any items. Right, that's enough. I don't really want to go too much below 2,000 for my money. Sorry, I completely lost my train of thought then. Not helpful. But yeah, hopefully we can make some big improvements in his speed and skill, and hopefully that will give us more of an edge in the Rank D tournament. I'll probably stop this video in a bit because it's getting on a little bit. So that will probably mean that the next video will probably be quite training heavy, but there's kind of the possibility of there being a tournament in it because, as you can see, official tournament is at the end of December. So if I feel like Spooky's ready, I might enter him in that, so that would probably happen in the next video. But if not, it's probably going to be quite training heavy again. Which hopefully is alright. Also, I am so sorry if you can hear the noises that my stomach is making. It's kind of coming up to lunchtime, and I will probably be having lunch straight after I finish recording this video. So my tummy is announcing the fact that it's lunchtime and I'm ignoring it. Spooky's hungry too, he gets it. But yeah, this seems like it's going to be... Unless anything happens after I feed Spooky, this seems like it's going to be a good place to leave it. You know, it's a new month, official tournament at the end of the month, as Colt has just said. So I will decide in the next video if I'm going to enter that tournament, I'm not sure. Okay, right. So, did actually achieve something in this video, so that's fantastic. It's so good to finally get through the Rank E tournament. Yeah, and hopefully in the next video I'll attempt Rank D. So, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, do consider leaving a like or a comment. And if you're not already, do consider subscribing to me. I appreciate that a lot. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!